This is part two of how to analyze trends, and this time we're going to look at understanding trend data and metrics. I'm a beauty analyst and data science student, and this whole how-to is for free up over on Substack, so you can go and read it there. The first thing you have to decide when you're going to analyze trends is decide where you're going to get the data from. I analyze Google search data and I source it from Glimpse. The reason that we look at search data rather than social media engagement is because search data has a stronger intent to purchase. So when you think about a really basic marketing funnel, social media is up here, it's in awareness, rather than someone searching for that product is further down the funnel. So looking at search data instead of social media data helps us eliminate baseless social media hype. But the next thing we have to understand is all of these different numbers here. Search volume is the single most important stat when it comes to analyzing trends, but is the least spoken about. Volume is simply the number of times that keyword has been searched during a given period. But the reason it's so important is because it gives scale to trends, providing necessary context when discussing growth. I'm almost positive that you've seen a piece of press or social media coverage that's spoken about a product or a brand being up 500% in the month. But without the volume, that fact is baseless because you could have gone from one person searching for your brand to 500, and that's pretty insignificant. Then you have the different growth percentages. Their definitions are quite obvious, but the way we use them is quite distinctly different. Year-on-year growth compares search volume from a recent period to the same period last year, but given the pace of social media trends, year-on-year growth is usually the least relevant when measuring short-term trends, but becomes crucial when assessing larger signals and longer-lasting shifts. Quarter over quarter is my personal favorite, and it's just the search volume of the last 90 days versus the previous 90 days. It captures the nuances of a trend beyond its hypergrowth phases, helping to uncover mid to long-term relevance. The reason I love that is because month on month, where search volume from the last 30 days versus the previous 30 days is compared. Because of TikTok, this is usually the most relevant metric, but also the easiest to manipulate because it's without any context. If you find this useful or interesting, you can read the whole piece over on Substack. Otherwise, follow for part 3 about the life cycle of a trend and how we can look at these different metrics at once to get a bigger picture of what's going on.